Hello, Wima. Yes, we are ready for the live streaming.
Okay. Would you please to also share the link so that everybody can monitor that? How's everything, Bapak Nanang?
Sorry, Bu Ima. Wait for a while.
Okay. Pak Nanang, ready? Yes. Okay, Mark.
Yes, Bu
Mr.
Ima,
Nanang
thank
has
you.
already posted the YouTube live streaming so that we can also have the document for this meeting. Mark, go on.
Okay, so it's now recording, Ima?
Yes, yes.
All right. Thank you. All right, so a wonderful morning to everyone. I'd like to extend my gratitude to all for being able to join in this momentous event, especially to our friends from UST Indonesia. First, may I request everyone to please open their cameras and please make sure that your microphones are muted so that we could have a smooth flow of our meeting. So once again, great morning. We are gathered here today for a meeting geared towards the strong partnership and friendship between Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa in Indonesia and Calayan Educational Foundation in the Philippines. I am Mr. Mark Gabriel Wagan Aguilar, the Director for Research and Publication at Calayan Educational Foundation, and I will be your moderator for today. So to formally start this occasion, I'm calling the attention of everyone for the playing of the Indonesian national anthem to be followed by the Philippine national anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, helas ng sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pangaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitindig. Luman ang araw ng walhagin pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya ng pagkay mga aking, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Now, to formally open the program with her opening remarks, I'd like to call on the officer in charge for External Affairs at Calayan Educational Foundation, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Wena P. Rocha.
To our friends from UST and to my fellow citizens who are with us today, good morning. On behalf of CEFI Management and Administration, Allow me first to thank UST for accepting our intent to establish partnership and collaboration. Likewise, we appreciate the time and effort you have given us to engage in a meaningful discussion of our future partnership. Today is a good time to discuss where we are headed and develop ideas for our common goal of yielding remarkable outcomes for our students and faculty members through academic excellence. This morning, let us welcome a dialogue among us and our friends from UST and ensure that this meeting draws upon us what is best for our institutions. I hope that after this, CEFI and UST will not just be friends, but also partners and allies in our endeavors. Thank you, and once again, good morning.
Thank you, Professor Wena, for that message. On this note, to acquaint us with each other, allow me to introduce the delegation from the Calayan Educational Foundation, Philippines. So with us today are the following. First, our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Karen J. Kusi. The Academic Consultant and Officer in Charge of the Registrar, Dr. Maria Susan Teresita S. Calayan. Next slide. Okay. And the OIC, or Officer in Charge for External Affairs, Professor Wena P. Rocha. Next slide. We also have the academic deans. We have Dean Christian John Formaran of the College of Business and Management, Dean Amelia Harapa of the College of Liberal Arts, Sciences, and Education, and Professor Mildred Baltazar of the Technical Vocational Program. We also have with us the following program heads. Professor Annalyn Ramirez of the Hotel, Restaurant, and Tourism Management Program, Professor Monica Amparo of the Information System Program, Professor Wendell Firme of the Economics Program, Professor Jerry Romero of the Education Programs, and Professor Emerald Amandi of the Psychology Program. So from our team, we would like to express our sincere gratitude for having this opportunity to discuss the partnership possibilities with UST. Now, may I call on Professor Ima Widjastuti to introduce the delegation from Universitas Sarjanawiyata, Tamansiswa, Indonesia.
Thank you very much, Mark. Sorry, I'm still disabled to screen sharing.
Yeah. Rona, you may stop presenting so that Ima could present.
Or Mr. Sylvester, would you please to let me to be the co-host?
You have already a co-host.
Okay. But still disabled to share screen.
You can try again, Baima.
Okay. Yes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity given to me to introduce the delegations from UST. Actually, I have already prepared this all before today or this morning. I know that we have two events at UST. But before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ima Widjastuti. I'm the head of publication and intellectual property rights at UST. And next, This is the top level management in our campus. We have one rector and then 4 vice rectors. Actually, we have already invited them, but again, because the 2 meetings together, this is UST rector, Professor Padimin. And then this is the vice rector 1 for the academic affairs. So during the collaborations, she will in charge for the academic exchange, whether this is for the human resources or the teacher or students exchange. And then next we have vice rector 2 for the human resources affairs. Then next we have vice rector 3 for the students affairs. Previously, actually, we have a students exchange with the DMMSU and also MMSU Philippines. And we also send students for the internship in business. So maybe after this, we can talk about this. Then to Vice Rector 4, we have Mr. Sylvester Sokor as the partnership for the partnership affair. During his duties in doing the partnership affair, he is also being accompanied by Mr. Nanang Bagus Subakti as the public relation and international affairs. At UST, we have 3 institutes, and we have actually invited them. The first, we have Dr. Siti Rahmiati. She is the head of Institute of Research and Community Services. She is my boss, actually. And then second, we have Institute of University Development. We have Professor Sutrisna. And last, we have the Institute of Quality Control for pursuing or for preparing the institute in achieving the higher score or higher level in the accreditation, whether this is the national or international. But now it is still in the selection process, so that we haven't known the person. And then at UST, we have 2 basic programs offered for the academic program, undergraduate and graduate. For the undergraduate, we have 5 faculty: teacher, training and education, farming, engineering, economics, and psychology. As I mentioned at the beginning to Mark, even though we don't, even though you don't have the farming faculty, but we still show this to you because in our faculty of farming, we also have agri-business and also agri-technology, which combine the agriculture with technology and agriculture with business. That's it. And then this is the first faculty of teacher training and education. This is the biggest faculty in the UST. With the dean of this faculty is Dr. Siti Maria. And we also invited all this, but again, so sorry. There are 10 programs under the Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. The first is Teacher Profession Education with Dr. Harry Maria. I believe that Mark still remember that the latest international conference, Mark also joined the international conference held by the Teacher Profession Education. And then second, we have Fine Art Education with Dr. Mo Rosnoto. And then next we have Physics Education with Dr. Daimul Hassana. Then Dr. Wijaya Heru Santoso from Indonesian Literature and Bahasa Education. Then next we have Mathematics Education with Istiqomah, Mrs. Istiqomah. And then Ibu Indah Nartani from Primary Teacher Education, Mr. Sigit Sujatmiko from Natural Sciences Education. Then we also have Family Welfare Vocational Education with Mrs. Angri Sekarsari, I saw her, actually it is June. And then Mrs. Adria Vitalia Gamilang from English education. And then last program from this faculty is Mechanical Engineering Vocational School with Mr. Suparmin. And then the second faculty, we have farming, as I mentioned before, with the dean is Mr. Jacobus. Two programs in this faculty, first agri-technology and then agribusiness with Ibu Yakti and Ibu Artita. Then next, we have Faculty of Engineering. With the dean of this faculty is Mr. Iskandar Yasin. In this faculty, we have three program or department: industrial engineering with Ibu Dia or Miss Dia, and I also saw her it is Zoom. And then civil engineering with Mr. Widarto Sutrisno. And then last we have informatics engineering with Ibu Julia Kurniasi. And then next we have Faculty of Economics with Mr. Suyanto as the dean. And then we have three programs: accounting, management, and master of management with Ibu Sri Ayam at accounting, Ibu Noni Usumaningrum at management. And then last we have Dr. Ambar Lukitaningsih at master of management. And then next we have Faculty of Psychology with the dean of the faculty is Dr. Randa Titi Mutia, MA, MPD. And then the head of the psychology is Mr. Harto Sujono. And Mark also recognized these two people because at the beginning of this year, Mark also joined the first international head by this faculty. And thank you so much, Mark, because your support. Okay, next, this is the graduate schools under the director of Professor Dr. H. Supriyoko MPD. There are four major we have: Master of Education Management with Dr. Agustina, and then Master of Primary Education with Dr. Anna Fitratun, and then Master of English Education with Mr. Hanandio Darcito. Then last we have Master of Research and Education Evaluation with Dr. Rahayu Ratnaningsih. That's it. So actually we have already invited all these people, but again, so sorry because this morning we just know that there is another event held in our university and most all people should gather in that event. However, we don't, we wish that this is not a big deal because the main point is that those persons also can monitor us using the YouTube live streaming. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ibu Ima, for presenting the delegation from UST Indonesia. No worries, we totally understand. Okay, so at this juncture, we will be knowing UST even more. So kindly put your attention to the screen and let us all watch the audio-visual presentation of UST Indonesia. Rona, we played the AVP of UST first. Sorry. Okay. Thank you.
Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa is located in the special province of Yogyakarta, Indonesia. It was established by Ki Hajar Dewantoro on 15 November 1955. He was the founding father of Tamansiswa and also the first Minister of National Education of the Republic of Indonesia. UST is currently led by Ki Profesor Dr. Andes Haji Pardimin MPD, PhD.
Selamat datang di Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa Yogyakarta, universitas yang melahirkan generasi unggul.
UST has a great vision to be one of leading Asian universities in 2025 based on Tamansiswa principles. UST has enhanced the three pillars of higher education, known as Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi, into four pillars called Catur Dharma by adding the preservation and development of culture to its original pillars of higher education. UST manages 5 faculties and 1 graduate program with the accreditation A, Unggul, and B. UST is supported by professional lecturers committed to providing quality education. Local students are from 33 provinces in Indonesia. UST also has overseas students from Asian and Middle East countries. UST offers scholarships and grants for local and international students. Our students win local, national, and international competitions. Students are prepared to complete their study on time. In research, UST has achieved Utama level and for community service has also achieved level of sangat baik or very good. UST has also collaborated with many local and foreign institutions to preserve and develop culture. UST keeps expanding the mutual partnerships with local and foreign institutions. Let's achieve your bright future career with Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa. Salam, tertib, damai, dan bahagia.
Indeed, UST has been working hard to establish itself as a beacon of knowledge, research, and collaboration in Indonesia. So thank you, UST, for that presentation. Now let us get to know CEFI better. Together, let us watch an audiovisual presentation of CEFI in the Philippines.
The march to victory is an eternal one. One does not question, why strive for something unless it has already been achieved? But one does not declare, I have achieved ultimate victory, for what follows is stagnation and therefore defeat. Every victory is but a stepping stone towards a greater one.
Victory is every time we pass a clinical laboratory test, because the challenge here really pushes us past our limits.
Victory is seeing your audience return your enthusiasm for what you do.
As a mentor, I believe that Victory is about helping our students realize their fullest potential and guiding them to become the leaders of the society.
I already won when I became a scholar here at CEFI. Coming from an average income family, the institution allows me to follow my dreams for free.
Victory for me is every learning I gain and every skill I develop as I train to become a future educator. It is about being excellent in everything that I do.
Victory for me is every successful delivery at the hospital. When you see the look on a mother's face the first time she sees the baby, I mean, it's priceless.
Victory for me is every successful therapeutic treatment. There's this sense of fulfillment that I get every time I see a relief on my patient's face, and just like no other.
Victory is about serving others. It's about making a difference in our community.
Well, for me, victory is actually excelling in my studies. It's all about making my parents proud and bringing honor to CEFI.
Victory for me is seeing my students graduate and bring with them the identity of a true citizen.
And finally, we look towards a future journey with optimism and determination, with no end in sight. And that's how we like it. Even with everything that CEFI has achieved, we still have the audacity to say, "Watch out, world, you ain't seen nothing yet." Journey with us as we take the green from the sky on a bright summer's day and yellow from the rolling sea.
Take the green from the sky on a bright summer's day and yellow from the rolling seas, and white from the lily that moves in May, and carry them to victory.
So it is clear that CEFI has been focused on positioning itself to be the center of academic excellence in various fields in the Philippines. So thank you for that presentation. Now, moving on to begin the discussion, I'd like to call on the Vice President for Academic Affairs of Calayan Educational Foundation for her message. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Karen J. Cusi.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sir Gab. Dr. Sylvester Sucur, Vice Rector for Partnership Affairs, and the academic team who's here with him of the UST, Indonesia, Universitas Sarjanawiyata, Tamansiswa, I hope I pronounced it correctly, and the members of the administration of Calayan Educational Foundation Incorporated, call us CEFI, headed, of course, by Dr. Susie Calayan, a member of the Board of Trustees. Good morning. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi.
Sounds like
Selamat pagi.
sounds like thank you in the Philippines early. We'd like to thank you this early. So on behalf of our school's executive committee and the Board of Trustees, we'd like to express our excitement to this prospective partnership between your esteemed university and our institution. Please know that we sincerely appreciate your willingness to open your gates, figuratively, and make time to explore possibilities for this very promising partnership, I should say. To tell you honestly, this almost did not make me sleep, because I'm aware of the tremendous potential that lies ahead. I could just imagine the possible fusion of diverse expertise, diverse ideas, diverse cultures, of course, for a greater good. We are thrilled to explore the synergies that await us both. Well, the benefits of this partnership are manifold. By pooling our resources, by pooling our knowledge and research capabilities, we are poised to enhance the quality of education offered by both your university and our institution. Well, I heard that you'd like to become one of the leading Asian universities. Well, as early as 2025. We can pursue that together. And one of the possibilities could be through joint research endeavors. Here we can address more complex global challenges that of course demands interdisciplinary solutions. Hopefully, we could transcend geographical constraints, as they say. And then furthermore, this partnership could open doors to a world of enriched learning experiences for our students. That's what we really love to do. At this point, we really want to expose them to a diverse range of ideas and perspectives. To tell you honestly, we have been cooking up partnerships with universities around Asia and one in Europe or one in the West. But in case we could forge this as early as probably this month or the next, this is going to be our first international partnership. So in closing, I want to actually give this to Sir Mark Gabriel Wagen, our research and publications director, who stopped at nothing to make this happen. Immediately at that, huh? And thank you, Mamuena, our director for external affairs, for your support. And to our prospective partners, may we move forward hand in hand with a shared commitment to harnessing our collective potential to enrich education and leave a lasting impact in this world. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and we eagerly anticipate a wonderful journey with you. Thank you. Let's have a fruitful day ahead. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Dr. Karen, for your wonderful message. Now, to give his message on behalf of Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa, I would like to respectfully call on the Vice Rector for Partnership of UST Indonesia, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Sylvester Supur.
Thank you, Mark. The Honored Dr. Karen, the Vice President for the Academic Affairs of SEFI, yeah? Okay. And respected ladies and gentlemen, good morning and warm greetings from Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa in Indonesia. First and foremost, on behalf of the Rector of Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa, I'd like to express my deep gratitude for joining this virtual meeting aimed to discuss and build a good cooperation between UST and SEFI. I thought I should spell one by one, CEFI, but it turns out that the SEFI, yeah? Okay, thank you, Dr. Karen. To my perspective, this kind of plan of building a cooperation is very good in terms of enhancing 5 aspects that both parties can be beneficial from. Yeah. Student and faculty exchange programs, it can be exchanging the students or the faculty members in doing things related to culture, academic, and some other affairs related to our academic activities. And of course, research collaboration. This is very important, I think. The faculty members and also the students can join the collaborative research so that we can do research that both students and lecturers can join. Human research development is also very important, and through this activity or program, we can develop our human research between both parties. And of course, in line with that, the program development and culture or some other educational events can be implemented in the near future. So this is a very good opportunity for both SEFI and UST to do, I think. Well, we all hope that this collaboration will be mutually advantageous in the context of those five aspects. And Bu Ima and Pak Nanang and the respected ladies and gentlemen from SEFI, I do hope that we can really implement this kind of collaboration in the very near future. Meaning that it is not only it not only stops at signing the MOU, yeah, but we can do it, and I'm very sure that both SEFI delegates and WST delegates can do it very well. Once again, thank you very much for your attendance and participation today. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sukur, for your message. Now it is my honor to open the floor for an open discussion. Allow me to start by speaking in my capacity as the Director for Research and Publication of Calayan Educational Foundation Incorporated in the Philippines. Dr. Sukur, the Vice Rector, and Professor Ima, in your capacity as Head for Research Publication, in behalf of the Research and Publication Office of SEFI, I express my sincere intention to engage in a lot of activities with UST, such as but not limited to research collaboration, organizing and contributing in research conferences, giving assistance to UST faculty and staff in the publication of their research, serving as a reviewer in research journals published by UST, and hosting cultural and heritage educational tours here in the Philippines for your faculty and staff. The Research and Publication Office of SEFI, under my leadership, solemnly pledge to be your strong partner and friend in ensuring a more evident research culture. I express that this partnership and friendship, like what Dr. Sukur has said, will not stop here in the signing of our Memorandum of Understanding or Agreement, but will flourish in many years to come through actual implementation, utilization, and publication of our research endeavors. Again, on behalf of the Research and Publication Office, I express my commitment in this partnership, and I would like to extend once again my gratitude for this time to meet all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. I also express my sincerity to you because, started from Mark, actually, the collaboration between SEFI and UST has begun. Because there is no delegations from the Institute of Research and Community Services from UST. I will speaking on the behalf of the head of Institute of Research and Community Services. In our institute, we have research, community services, and publication. So 3 points. On the research, we have national and international research. And then on the community services, also the same. And then for the publication, that's under my supervision, we have around 42 journals, academic journals. Among these 42 journals, we have 24 journals accredited nationally, level 3, 4, and 5. So level 3 is the highest among these 3 levels. And for reaching the higher more level, we require overseas editors, overseas reviewers, and also overseas authors. That is why we are very glad that Mark and maybe later on more staff from CEPI can be the editor and reviewer to the journal. Is it possible if I show the website so that maybe we can see the, what is it, the journal that we have? In each department, we have all journals, all these journals. Okay, let me check this. Hang on. Let me open the journals. Here we have journal at UST, and we have several in this website. Mark actually also attached on this social humaniora, and this year we try to set up the system, all the system in this journal, and we wish that next year we can propose to the higher level. Yeah, it is journal. We have editorial. This is Mark Gabriel again, Aguilar, as one of the editor. So, ladies and gentlemen, actually, again, we have more than 40 journals here, started from the science, education, vocational engineering, many more here. And we also have the conferences. So international, this is the last international conference that Gabriel also joined. And then this is from the psychology, Gabriel also joined. And we met for the first time on this journal, in this conference, the 4th in Cotes. So started from this in Cotes, then we developed into collaborative publication. But we also open for the collaborative research and community service from the next step. And if we have already gotten this MOU, we can also develop through the informational exchange. So, for example, we can also invite one of your staff to be the speakers in this conference, because at UST, we have around 10 or 15 conferences in 1 year. So a lot conferences, but mostly, that's true, mostly on a virtual conference. That's it. That's it, what I want to say related to the research, community, and publication collaboration that we can make. We also have the patent, the intellectual property rights, mostly are dominated from the faculty of farming. So in this farming faculty, the lecturer designed the product of farming and then make it into the edible product as a food product, and also sell it into public. That is why we have agribusiness. So combination between agriculture and business. And also we develop the technology related to the farming. We have the agro-technology. So combination between agriculture and technology. As I mentioned at the beginning, even though CEPI does not have farming faculty, but we can make collaboration not on the farming itself, but the technology and the business. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ima. Okay. Anybody who would like to say something, or maybe you have something in mind of about activities or programs that may be suitable for your programs, just raise your hand so that I could recognize you. Yes, BP Karen, go ahead, Paul.
Thank you very much, Madam Ima, for the information you shared with us, ma'am. I'm actually interested with the outcomes-based way and a very sustainable way by which you deliver education in Indonesia. Well, apart from research, we would also welcome faculty exchange or efforts to improve capacities for our faculty members. Can you share with us the faculty development program, or what you do in particular to capacitate your faculty members? We could probably collaborate on that also.
Yeah, very nice. At UST, we also have the professional development among the faculty members. So previously, before the COVID pandemics, actually, we also sent our lecturer abroad. Commonly, we have the Tapsatri Rajabat University there in Thailand, and then MMSU in the Philippines, and then UITM, Malaysia. So we have the guest lecturing exchange. So we sent our lecturer to those countries, and they also send their lecturer to USD. It's also happened to the students exchange. We also make a partnership with the CMO teacher. So we send, lastly, we sent around 12 students to Davao schools in the Philippines, DMMSU, MMSU, Philippines, and then TRU, then UITM. But from Thailand, actually, we receive more students from there. From the Philippines, so we have around 8 or 6 students from the Philippines. That's from the students exchange. But from the lecturer, mostly we have guest lecturing, and then invited speaker from the conference, mostly like this. And then another things, we have workshop. Okay, so we have the curriculum benchmarking. We try to find the best curriculum that we can adapt. Okay, and also we can also share the curriculum framework that we have in Indonesia. In Indonesia, the basic job for the lecturer actually 3: research, community services, and the last we have academic on the teaching. So these three should be done every semester. That is why every semester the lecturer should publish their outcomes from the education on the academic schemes, research, and community services. And for reaching the leading university in Asia, of course, based on the curriculum, based on the policy in Indonesia, we should have massive collaboration, massive partnership with the institution abroad. And SEVI will be one of the targets because, again, we have already made the collaboration personally with Mark Gabriel. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ima. Thank you, Dr. Karen. Dr. Susan, our academic consultant. Go ahead, Dr. Susan, you are recognized.
In behalf of our president and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to say terima kasih to the Wanita Dan Tuan-Tuan of UST Indonesia. I would like to know whether UST Indonesia has entered into a partnership with schools from the Philippines.
Up to now, we don't have it, but previously when we sent our pre-teacher service to the MMSU and MMSU and also Davao School, we just send them to these three institutions, and then the CMEO teacher organize all. That's it. So the MOU that we sign is with CMEO teacher, but perfectly for the school, we haven't had the MOU yet. That's it.
So in effect, if this pushes through, CEFI will be the first school that you will be partnering with here in the Philippines. Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking also that we can easily, we can request from you if you would allow us to send teachers over to UST to observe classes. Would that be possible?
Sure. Yeah.
Because at the moment, I believe that would be the very first thing which we can easily do. Diba, Dr. Karen? Before we go to the higher levels of partnering with UST, I think it would be very good, or it would be best if we send some of our teachers in education, in psychology, to observe classes.
Yeah, sure. Will be very great. Yeah, that's very nice. We love to.
Okay. How about cultural exchanges, ma'am? Cultural exchanges.
Yeah. Previously that we have already conducted the cultural exchanges, commonly only related to the language, and then it's like a cross-cultural understanding. How's the culture in the Philippines and Indonesia when they make the daily communication, and then talking about food, fashion, and then dances, or the traditional dances, something like that. And then mostly when we send the students to overseas, we also require the students to to perform the cultural from from Indonesia. For example, the Japanese dance, or they also show the traditional clothes so that everybody can understand that this is from Indonesia, something like that. But further exchange or other exchange actually haven't done yet. That's it.
I'm very glad to hear that, ma'am, because CEFI has cultural ambassadors of goodwill. So
I see.
So we can probably send over our groups. We can probably showcase the Philippines more through songs and dances.
Yes, that's it. Actually, at UST, we have 4 original pillars in the education. Mostly only 3, as I mentioned: academic or education, research, and community services. But at UST, we add 1 more. That's the cultural preservation and development. That's it. And UST actually the oldest campus who concerned on the cultural preservations, especially Japanese preservation. And UST actually is located in Yogyakarta. That's the central of Japanese culture, where the king of Yogyakarta lives in. So we can also see the palace of Yogyakarta, princess, king, queen in Yogyakarta. That is why we add one more additional pillars in our education with the cultural preservations and development. That's it. So if you offer that, that's very nice, because that's it's like the strongest effort for us to preserve the culture. That's it. Thank you, madam. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Ibu Ima. Doc Susie, thank you very much as well. Are there any other insights or any other programs that the delegates have?
Sir Gab?
Yes, Doc Karen.
Yeah, this is really getting interesting. And we have the Dean of the AB Economics program here, also the Dean of the Teacher Education program, Ma'am Amy. Ma'am, you might have questions about economics, because you see, Ma'am Ima, our economics program is actually up for level 4 accreditation here in the Philippines. I heard that you are also into accreditation. In the Philippines, we only have 4 accreditation levels, and we're hoping that our economics program will pass the topmost challenge for accreditation. So accreditation level 4. Ma'am Amy, anything that might have piqued your interest?
Yes, that's a very interesting, Ma'am Karen. At UST, that's true. Faculty of Economics is like the most prominent in our faculty, because the 3 program actually achieved the highest level of the accreditation nationally. Okay, so that this is also received a lot of students, because they also see the national accreditation level, and one of them actually now trying to achieve the international accreditation. That is why a lot of activities under the Faculty of Economics, they pursue the international or globally event. Every year, they will invite many speakers from overseas for joining the international conference. And this year they will conduct it around September or October, and the conference will be indexed by Scopus. That's one of the efforts that they made. And then especially for the students, now they send the students not only studying at UST, but also studying at other university in Indonesia through the students exchange. And one more thing, some students from Faculty of Economics also best in speaking English. They were sent to international speech contests, and then to the some contests outside the country. And I still remember one of the students from Faculty of Economics now got the scholarship in Boston. That's it. So I mean, our students actually have the very good quality, because started from the beginning, the most academic staffs in that faculty support the students to do that, and also support the staff to compete. Actually, this is like competitions, you know, like competitions, but that's good, because they can motivate themselves to achieve the highest one. That's it. And it is very pleased for you if you want to come to UST, especially for the Faculty of Economics. Now we have actually in this Zoom, we have Dr. Ambar Lukitaningsih. She is the head of Master of Management. If I'm not mistaken, a few days ago, actually, the Master of Management program has already achieved the national accreditation also. That's it. So please let us know if you need something that we need to support. It's like you need teacher exchange, students exchange, collaborative research, collaborative publication, collaborative community services. We can make it. That's it. Karen. Thank you.
Thank you, Ibu Ima.
Yeah.
Professor Dean Amy, do you want to say something?
Wow. As of the moment, I think I, together with Ma'am Weng in the department, are overwhelmed of the opportunities upon hearing everything that Ma'am Ima have said. Probably as I'll be coordinating with Sir Gab or with Sir Mark regarding our questions, because for now we will be. I think this is a great. As I've said, privilege. We're privileged to have this meeting, hearing UST from Indonesia, because I'm seeing a lot of opportunities for the program, because in the department we have the teacher education, psychology, and economics programs, and you have all of those, and I think this is a blessing for the department. And as I've said, I'll be coordinating with Sir Gab for now, because we have a lot of questions in our mind, and we are still thinking of the priorities first. Before we ask you. That's all. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ima.
Thank you, Dr. Amelia. Okay. Yeah, just like what I mentioned previously, that we can make this meeting is just preliminary meeting before signing the MOU, and then when we have another meeting for the signing the MOU, we have already bring our proposal. What should we do? How to implement our MOU? That's it. But from the UST itself, we are very open to get a lot of collaboration in the academic, research, community services, and then as Madam Maria said, that's related to the cultural preservations and development and also publication, all opened. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ibu Ima. Thank you, Dean Ami. Yes, Dr. Susan, you're recognized po.
Yes, hearing from Ma'am Ima, what she just said a while ago, that this is already their proposal regarding the collaboration between UST and CEFI. I would like to believe that we are 75% there. Tama ba, Gab? Dr. Karen?
Yes, maybe even more, Dr. Susie, I believe.
I'm just trying to be, you know, conventional.
Yes, yes.
So I was going to ask the men and women of UST Indonesia and the CEFI team as well. Although I wouldn't like to sound eager beaver, even if I am. What's the next step? What's the next step? Wena, Ma'am Wena, our director.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe I will try to communicate with Sir Gab, so I can be in constant contact din po with Miss Ima.
Yes, because Ma'am Ima was saying probably the next meeting would be the signing already.
Definitely.
Dr. Susie, may I speak?
Yeah, sure.
Well, to be honest, Dr. Susie, the MOU proposed by UST is already on my desk. So I will be, yeah, they have already sent to us a proposed MOU encompassing those areas. So it will be sent to VP Karen for review and eventually to your desk and to the president as well. And then after that, if there are more specific programs that we would like to propose, then we could put it there. And yes, I do agree. Maybe the next meeting in the next few weeks or months, we could already have the virtual MOU signing. And I was actually telling Ima, but maybe if the time permit, maybe we could actually go to UST for formalizing the agreement.
Wow, that's very nice. It's very nice.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, are there other insights or are there other concerns we have from the men and women of both institutions? All right, so I guess all have been discussed already. And I guess this was indeed a very, very fruitful discussion. And I can now see a very bright future ahead for all of us due to this understanding. So we are, I believe, no, in my perspective, we are definitely geared towards a strong and beneficial, that's the keyword, beneficial friendship and partnership between CEFI and UST in Indonesia. Okay, so now to formally conclude this meeting, I'd like to call on the head of publication and intellectual property right of Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa for her closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Ima Widjastudi.
Thank you so much, Mark Gabriel. Okay, the Honorable Vice Presidents, Vice Rectors, Head of Institutes, Academic Deans, and Head of Academic Programs from Calayan Educational Foundation Incorporated, the Philippines, and Universitas Sarjanawiyata Tamansiswa, Indonesia. I really appreciate to be here to witness the pre-MOU between the two great higher education institutions. Our two institutions are making essential progress actually. In informal collaboration, we started in 2022 when both institutions participated actively in the fourth International Conference in Technology, Education, and Sciences, or INCATES. I believe that sustaining the collaboration progress depends on several factors, such as the legal partnership documents, awareness, and commitment for ensuring the higher educational quality through cooperation between our educators, researchers, and students. Those parties are very essential in determining the future competitiveness. Academic and cultural exchange, research, community services, publication collaboration will be great significantly used for our both institutions. Okay, for the MOU will strengthen the collaboration between us. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's all of us to help make this partnership a success. And we look forward to seeing the fruits of partnership implementation soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibu Ima, for that message. All right, so before we leave, I'd like to request the attention of everybody for a photo opportunity. Will that be fine? So please let us all open our cameras and let's have a photo together. Ma'am Rona, can I please ask your assistance on this? Can you please facilitate photo taking?
Copy, sir. I'll be taking the picture. Okay. Smile po. Smile, everyone. Okay, another one. Last one. Done po.
Okay, so once again, thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, goodbye, and we are looking forward to more fruitful discussion.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Dr. Karen,
thank
ladies and gentlemen.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Thank you very much. Thank you.
See you in
Bye-bye.
person. See you.
Yes, thank you,
Bye.
Ma'am Karen. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.